going on YouTube? Finds and Green here with Dirt and Diamonds Gaming. MLB The Show 24 has been out for just over a week since its early release, and while it's not enough time to decide if it's going to be Game of the Year again, here are some early takes of the good, the bad, and the what the hell. Let's start with the good. Number 1, the game looks clean. I know everyone was up in arms and mocking the moving hair. What I wasn't expecting was the sharpness and crispness of the images. Full disclosure, I play on an Acer 1440p 120Hz monitor, but I'm using the same settings as last year. That said, this year compared to last, I find with the improved image quality, it is much easier to pick up the pitch, which is a welcome improvement. Number 2, power creep is back, and captains seem as if they may be more useful this year, or at least the Buxton captain. It remains to be seen if they release other usable captains. Before at least one season, it seems as if Buxton is a must-have on your squad. Number 3, the increase in exit velocity, I've seen up to 118 miles per hour, seems as if it's making Pro Parks playable unlike years past. This is a nice change as it was getting tiring last year always playing at Shield Woods or Capital Light. Number 4, free packs. It's always nice to get free packs. While none of these cards are anything to write home about, it is more collection fodder and it's less that I have to spend stubs on. Number 5, TA seems really easy to complete. It's nice that they've listened to the community and followed up the end of last year with a continued effort to make TA less of a snooze fest. You can still grind away on Rookie if you want, but it is no longer required with the amount of online missions included in the repeatable boss missions. Number 6, hitting feels like it's in a good place right now. I know people are saying just late be great is back, and this may be a hot take, but there's nothing wrong with letting the ball deep in the zone and then driving it to the opposite field. It's actually known as good hitting. I'm hoping it'll make push hitters like Mike Piazza viable this year. Okay, now, on to the bad. Let's start with the amount of XP you get per game. Talk about nerfing progress into the ground. Look, I know they don't want people completing the XP program in 2 weeks, but the amount of XP we get per game and the XP cap are laughable at this point. Number 2, pinpoint seems to be somewhat broken. Tracing speeds don't match some of the pitchers. It seems like some of them are unnecessarily sped up and don't match properly. SDS is aware of the issue, but they've yet to fix it. They managed to fix the road to the show glitch relatively quickly because it was affecting their bottom line in the stub market. That's a different story altogether. Number 3, freeze-offs and disconnects are still a thing. I think at this point they're always going to be a thing. And even if you have a wire connection, the game can feel jittery on occasion, especially when pitching. Number 4, Babe Ruth is the collection reward. Well, I mean, it's Babe Ruth, so you really shouldn't complain, but it's a two-way Babe Ruth, and let's be honest, aside from the pitching glitch that people are using in BR with him, he's not really worth it pitching. His defensive first base is suspect at best. No one in their right mind is going to put that man in the outfield. So he's essentially a 1.6 million stub DH if you put everything in for buy orders. I still can't understand why Rafael Palmeiro and Pedro are only 95s, whereas in years past the NL and AL collections have been 99s. It really does not appear to be worth it this year. That said, I completed it, but I kind of wish I had my stubs back. Number 5, I know plenty of YouTubers have talked about this, but it's worth mentioning again. The white background and the constant flashing scenes make me feel like I'm getting flashbanged in Warzone. I hope this is something they can fix relatively quickly. KDJTV suggested a dark mode in one of his videos, and I completely am on board with this idea. Check out his channel if you get a chance. He puts out some really solid content with lots of information. Okay, it's time for the what the hell. Number 1, Paul Skeens is broken. By broken, I mean his fastball does not touch 102. His quirks say outlier. But if you've played with him, or you've watched anybody's gameplay with him, I don't think a single fastball goes over 100 miles an hour. I used him in 20 innings worth of Conquest, over 10 games. Not a single fastball was over 100 miles an hour. Hopefully SDS knows about the issue and will get it patched. Number 2, XP rewards are not sellable. I really don't like this for Season 1. It takes the sense of urgency out of the XP grind and takes the stubs out of the market. One of the best ways to make stubs last year, if you weren't flipping in the market and you weren't trying to make World Series or go 10-0 in BR, was to finish the XP program as fast as possible. Get the XP bosses, sell them, buy them back when they drop their price. This year it feels like SDS will let you play your way, but with restrictions that are stronger than ever before. Number 3, the BR Flawless program rewards are not sellable. This is not exactly what they advertised in the blog. Now look, I get they're trying to have these cards hold some value, especially since they lower the flawless requirements to 10 wins, but the blog could have been worded better. Number 4, Ranked Seasons program appears to be on steroids. If there's one area that SDS does not appear to learn, it's about the amount of innings played. Last year, they would lower it as the year went on. However, to make this a staggered program, which is fine so the cards can hold some value, where the first leg is going to involve 250 innings and completing everything only gets you to 75 points is insane to me. It requires more time than last year. Lots of people are completing it now because the game's fresh, but I'm curious to see how this plays out after 90 days. I would like to see what leg 2 is going to look like. Is it going to be smarter to play leg 1 and 2 together? Will they let you do this? Or does part 1 expire? I would say the only improvement there is the co-op and solo innings now track together. However, it is actually a negative, I think, as there is no longer a co-op program, which further eliminates stubs from the market and your stub count. Number 5, can someone please explain to me what is going on with quick sell values, specifically Legend, Flashback, and Spring Breakout cards? Why does 91 John Donaldson quick sell for 4,500 stubs? Why does 87 Spencer Jones quick sell for 2,250 stubs? These do not match the live series values. Was this intentional or a mistake by SDS? And while the year progresses, what will it do to the value of these cards? I guess only time will tell. All things being taken into consideration, I think the game is in a very solid place. Gameplay minus some pinpoint issues feels pretty fantastic. Pitching lefty does not appear to be nearly as difficult as anticipated. The lighting looks great. The game is clean, and it's fun to put together a God Squad that has room to improve again. Here's to a fantastic MLB The Show 24 season. So far, I don't think they have disappointed. What are your thoughts? Like it? Love it? Hate it? Let me know down below. If you made it this far, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the noti bell. It helps defeat the damn algorithm. As always, I appreciate the time, and until next time, you have a good one.